you ever knew him, you wouldn't forget him.
Thomas J. Whitaker was one of the great Appalachian artists of his time, and one of the most memorable. Saturday afternoon, his work was showcased at the 404 Pavilion in Johnson County to a crowd of admirers. Among them, Whitaker's son, Mike Whitaker.
He was really cool as a dad. He was just a normal dad. But, I'd go out with him to paint a lot of times when he'd go out on location. And I'd just sit out there, and of course he'd paint. And I'd just sit out there and basically do nothing. But he was just a normal dad overall.
On display Saturday were many of Whitaker's uniquely striking self-portraits, along with paintings of rural life and scenery.
He was always the center of attention. I've done these shows before and be there, say the Apple Festival, the Sorghum Festival, whatever, nothing going on. He wasn't there. He could get here and be 10 minutes and you'd swear Elvis had entered the place.
Ahoy, treasure hunters! The treasure bin is now open. Thousands of new items every day. Fridays and Saturdays are just $8 an item. Dropping all week long until Wednesday when everything's just $1. We're on Town Mountain Road next to Mona's. The Treasure Bin, where every day is a treasure hunt. Find us on Facebook or stop by today.
Whitaker spent his professional career as an art professor at Big Sandy Community and Technical College in Prestonsburg, where students clamored for entry into every class he offered, no matter their course of study.
And most people that I ever talked to, if they had his class, that was the favorite class they ever had. I don't care where they went, if they went to University of Kentucky, University of Michigan, California, wherever. That was usually their favorite class they had. I mean, you never knew what to expect when you went in his class either. He may get up on the desk, he may play the guitar, he may have moonshine.
Whitaker said one bit of artistic advice from his dad has stuck with him over the years.
And like I can tell you, like coloring books, he hated coloring books. He said, why do you have to stay in the line? Nothing says you have to stay in the line. And now, your teachers today, if they give a kid a coloring book, it's got to be in, but now he didn't like that. He said that's not the way. Nobody says, nothing says it has to be in the lines. It makes you realize that you can do it however you want to. I mean, your way's as good as somebody else's.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.